Hello everybody, my name is Aceface, I'm in the system of Rontaka, and this is in fact in a so-called Highsec island, a region of Highsec that is surrounded by lowsec systems, so the only way to get to this region of Highsec is by going through lowsec or a wormhole or some other form of quote-unquote dangerous space. You can't go there directly through Highsec. This is quite a profitable and prosperous Highsec Island area because it's quite easy to get here from Jita. As you can see, we're not that far away from Jita. We are 8 jumps from Jita, and almost every time I go here, there are so many anomalies. Now, it's quite... Okay, yeah, we do see them. You can see this right here. We've got quite a few anomalies going on right here. 4 refuges, just like that. So we can use these to then just like farm for the DD 4 out of 10s. And I also found that there's a lot more dens here. I feel like dens in Highsec, like normal Highsec, tends to be quite overfarmed. So seeing that we find a lot of dens here is quite an unusual thing to see. Now in this case, this system, I'm not seeing any, but I was like an hour ago in a den system and I saw that there were like 4 dens in one system. Usually I hardly ever see more than 1 den in a single system, but I saw like 4. We'll just put our core scanner probes to do some scanning here. I'm in the Railgun Hecate. This ship is just so good. It depends a little bit on the anomaly type, with a blaster or a standard or a Railgun Hecate would be better. Really depends on the anomaly. For example, here it would have been better to go with a blaster Hecate because we're here at 0 on these guys. But often in the these hideaways, the NPCs spawn 30 kilometers away and there's hardly any of them. It's actually better to just go with a railgun because you anyway one-shot them and you just are instantly able to apply damage straight away. So it's actually better to go with the railgun one there. Also in dens, there's a lot of bigger meat to chew through, so usually the time you spend to get close to the cruisers is time that it will be saved by going with blasters because you do so much more damage with the blasters, so that even if you go with the railguns and you're able to do damage straight away, usually you will do it quicker by going through blasters, which do more damage when you're up close. But the reason why I like the Railgun Hecate is because I don't do a whole lot of dens. Dens are good because they can escalate to 5 out of 10s, but I hardly ever find dens. In the case of Highsec Islands, I do find a lot of dens, but otherwise, usually in normal Highsec, I don't find a lot of dens, so they're not usually on the menu. And then when it comes to refuges, they're not that much quicker with the blasters because you anyway usually one-shot most stuff that is there. So it's not like you're going to do it so much quicker. And then also, this is the main reason, is that when it comes to the DD 4 out of 10s, you can find Garista space. You save so much time by going for the railgun because you have so much more range. Because the stuff there's a lot of stuff that is very far away in terms of range, and it'll take forever for you to go with the blasters and go and just do the 4 out of 10. So for the convenience of running those sides, I really much prefer the Hecate with the railguns, because maybe you can look at my previous videos. I did do a long time ago, a few months ago at least, a Hecate doing a Garistas 4 out of 10 with blasters. It took me forever because there were certain cruisers that were keeping range. And the thing is, when they were keeping range, and I had an Afterburner. I mean, I'm not particularly fast with the Afterburner. You see here, 530 meters a second. So we're only going a slight bit quicker than the cruisers. So they were able to keep quite a bit of range. It took me forever to do that DD 4 out of 10. I'm no joke, probably half an hour. And when it comes to the railguns, I'm able to do them in maybe, I think 8 minutes was the last time I did them. Pretty quick. 8 minutes, I think it was. So overall, it's such an easier time doing it with the railguns in my experience. I much prefer it. And I just like the ability, not having to have to move so much, just going there, blapping stuff straight away. And in the hideaways especially, like the hideaways, it is a lot quicker to go with the railguns because they just spawn, as I said before, they spawn like 30 kilometers away, so it's really easy. And even here, we see they got 15 kilometers away, so we're just able to just blap like this. We don't even have to move. We're just able to just attack and one-shot them like that, or two-shot them straight away. So it's really convenient, really convenient and smooth how it works. Obviously I could go closer to them and use the blasters, but I mean, we can see here, we're pretty much one-shotting them anyway, so it's not like we're saving so much time. So that's why I love the the railgun variant, but for specifically, oh, a Dread Guristas. For specifically what we're doing right now in Highsec Islands, it might be better to go with the railgun because of the den spawning here, because there will be a bit quicker using the blasters, at least because of how much meat there is to chew through. But even then, I mean, we're not doing it that slow. We do them still pretty decently fast. I mean, it's a respectable amount of DPS we've got here, because I've got now Galinta Tactical Destroyer to level 4, so 430 DPS is applied very well at 400 kilometers, not 400 kilometers, 20 kilometer optimal, 30 kilometer fall off. So we apply that really well, and it's got a good lock time. Okay, not so any special loot, but we got that ballistic control system that's worth 4 million, so that's pretty good to see. We've got this refuge right here. Right, look how many anomalies there are. I'm so not used to seeing this many anomalies. That's why Highsec Iron stuff is really good. This is the first time I'm taking this Hecate to, like, or like, I guess today then, because I was playing like an hour ago. But like this journey I'm doing right now in this Highsec Island is the first time I'm ever doing this. With the Railgun Hecate. I previously have done it before with the blaster, but this is the first time I'm doing it with the Railgun, so it's the first time here doing this. Can move this maybe a little bit here so we can see more. We don't even need to have the core scanner probes up, in fact, because we've already scanned everything here. But it's a very chill experience, and recently I've been liking to do the DED exploration a lot more than before. And it's to do a bit with the, in real life right now, I've got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of studies to do, a lot of work. So this is a very chill experience, like you really don't have to stress about anything at all, it's just very chill. You go around, maybe you find some cool people in local occasionally, and just go around and shoot stuff. I mean, I'm not in a crazy expensive ship either, so gank risk is not a particularly high concern. And just overall, it's a very chill experience, and you can sometimes get those really nice lottery drops, you know, on the DED sites. And it's a very like easy to access activity as well. This DED hunting as well. I just undock from D to go do it straight away, and it feels really smooth and satisfying as well in the Hecate. So that's why I've been doing it a lot recently. I hope you guys don't get too pissed off that I'm doing similar things over and over again. I just find this Highsec DED hunting to be pretty satisfying to do, and I want to share with you guys as well what the kind of stuff we can encounter, because this Hecate is so great. I love it a lot. As you can probably tell, I really like the look of it, and also the effectiveness of it as well. I was thinking of doing Triglavian hunting as well. I might do that later. And the thing is, like, it requires a lot of time to set up stuff. You have to think a little bit about gankers and also about people stealing your loot, so it's a little bit more stress, but I mean, it's not too bad. So that could also be something to do, but something that's very easy to go. If I just come home from a very long day at work, I just come home and I just want to play a little bit of games, maybe just to chill a little bit. It's very nice to just log into Eve, unduck my Hecate, and just go and do some of these basic anomalies in Highsec and potentially get some of these lottery drops with the Guristas Scout outposts. And oh yeah, we got these great loot. It's a very chill experience, and also can be very rewarding when stuff is good. Obviously, when stuff is not good, it's not that great, but that's just the way it is. Sometimes it'll be good, sometimes it'll be bad, and it's in some ways how the inconsistencies of these DED sites can make the whole experience be a lot better when you actually do get good stuff, because it makes it really like feel good. But obviously Abyss would be more profitable than this. It would be like giving me a bit more of a consistent income, but again, this is very chill, very cool, being able to admire the scenery of EVE Online, going around in a very cool ship as well, the Hecate. I would have liked to be able to get the Hecate to do Abyss, but I find it very hard to do Abyss. It has a bit to do with multiple factors. First of all, it's like stats when it comes to its resistance and armor. They're not very optimal for the Abyss. So if we look here, you can see we've got a small armor and big structure. That's really bad for the Abyss. We want to have a big armor, because the armor pool is really what we're going to be tanking in. We're not going to be structure tanking in the Abyss. And if we want to have a big enough, you know, EHP as possible to survive wrecking shots, it would be better that we have a big armor so that we don't bleed through structure all the time if we take a wrecking shot. Because when you have a small armor and big structure, it's going to be quite likely. Okay, maybe we won't be one-shotted by wrecking shots in the Abyss, but on the other hand, we might be like bleeding through structure quite consistently in the Abyss, and that could be problematic if you get too many wrecking shots after another. You might, you know, use up all that buff. I mean, it's unlikely, but you might do that. You use up all that structure buffer, because you're not going to gain back that structure buffer. Another reason is that its resist profile is really bad for the Abyss. Like one of the pretty much the worst you can think of resist profile for the Abyss. If we look here, if I deactivate this kinetic one, kinetic resistance is probably the least useful resistance to have in the Abyss. There's nothing really significant that does kinetic damage in the Abyss. Certain rogue drone battlecruisers and certain battleships like the Rogue Drone Overmind can do kinetic damage, but the Rogue Drone Overmind you're going to be speed tanking, so it's very chill. And then when it comes to the Rogue Drone battlecruisers, usually you'll be keeping range with them, so they're not really that much big of a threat. The things that do or have got a big threat are Angels. They can do a lot of damage. It's applied well to our destroyer right here. They do a lot of explosive and EM damage. We see EM is the second lowest resist. Explosive is our lowest resist by far, by like a big margin. Not just like a small, like 10%. So Angels will annihilate us. Along with that, Triglavians are also very problematic as well. They apply very well, do a lot of DPS when they spool up. That is thermal and explosive. Again, explosive will just thrash us in terms of its resist type. And the thermal is also not good because, you know, the Triglavians do a lot of thermal damage as well. It's I mean, it's the second highest resist, but still, it's not that great either. And then, on the other hand, the like we are a destroyer, so stuff is gonna, just generally speaking, apply good to us. So we would want to have a good tank. So stuff like the Marshal, which does explosive and the thermal damage, the Arrestor Marshal, the Sparrow Troop, the one that webifies, does explosive damage. It will just obliterate us. The normal other marshals, apart from Arrestor ones, they have thermal damage. It'll also be not a good time because we've got a pretty low explosive, like a thermal resist as well. So marshals are doing a ton of damage and apply good to us because we are in a destroyer that's relatively big, so they're going to apply pretty good. We're not as fast, we can't speed tank them the same way frigates are. So we will not have a good time either there. Just generally speaking, the dangerous waves, Triglavians, Angels, and Marshals, they will destroy us. And we obviously could counteract this by putting like resist mods and that kind of stuff, but it's naturally not got the good stats. Something that has naturally really good stats is something like a Draugur. This right here. So we've got a combat site here, hopefully it's something good. Look at this resist profile. This is like the perfect resist profile for the Abyss. High thermal, high explosive, and like alright EM and low kinetic, because that kinetic is useless. This is like one of the... Oh, we don't need Garissa's Hideout, that's very bad. You see Garissa's Hideout right here, it's not good. This is a really good resist profile. Otherwise, the Hecate, well, really, it'll be... Oh, we got Den. The Hecate will be using, probably, I'll have to use the railguns in the Abyss. I do not think I'll have a good time with blasters. It will be nice dishing out 700 DPS with Void, but I don't see it being a good time because it'll be way too short range. Triglavian Vedmax, they like to kite at 15 kilometers about, and that'll be way too little for us. If we go with, like, you know, our range here, we've got 15 kilometer optimal in... wait, we've turned this on. With two of these computers right here in defense mode, we have 11 kilometer full off. So this will be with two computers, will be alright enough for Triglavians, but that's because we're using railguns. Imagine if we're using blasters, we'll have way less range. Like here, when we... Oh, look at that, there's a lot of NPCs here. Oh yeah, it's dead, of course, that's why. But in these, like, these sites here, the DPS is not at all high. So we can, like, get away with minimal tank modules and all these, like, his tracking computer modules and this kind of stuff here. But in the Abyss, we won't really have the luxury to be able to have all these tracking computers because we have to have a lot of cap modules to be cap stable because we'll be using more capacitor since we're going to be having to put more tank on us. And then we will also be having... have to just naturally have more capacitor because of like cap batteries and that kind of stuff will give us more problems as well. The Hecate is not particularly good in terms of power grid, which is why I prefer the Confessor. It's easier to fit in terms of the power grid there. So overall, the Confessor I think is a better Abyss ship because it can do the electric sites as well. The electric sites, or I mean the Hecate could as well do the electric sites because in electric sites they boost the capacitor. It makes everything so much easier since more capacitor makes everything easy. You can tank more, have more damage modules, etc. Just is overall a lot easier time. You do EM damage with the Confessor. With the Hecate, you do no EM damage, so it'll not be as favorable there because of the reduced EM resistant the EM site or the electrical site. So we will just be doing a more preferable damage type with the Confessor compared to the Hecate. So we'll be doing effectively less damage with the Hecate if we were to do it on the electrical side. So it would be better to do something like exotic sites. And there we will not have that good capacitor bonus, so it'll be a bit more difficult. I'm going to shoot these light batteries over here because the light batteries in dens... Oh wait. Uh-oh, we're in lowsec. Oh my god. Wait, I didn't realize we're in lowsec actually. Let's when I was just talking to you guys about Abyss stuff, I didn't realize I was in I did not realize that I was in lowsec. Oh my god. Oh wait, we should put our sharpshooter mode on here. I thought I was in Highsec. That shows how chill this lowsec system seems to be right here. Oh, I would not want to get popped here. Let's see if we can maybe perhaps align to one of these gates right here with like minimal speed so that we can... I thought we were in Highsec. I really thought we were in Highsec. I didn't realize we were in lowsec. Oh, that's bounty risk modifier is very high. That's pretty cool to see. We are gonna have to keep an eye on these scan. I thought we were in... I really thought we were in just a Highsec island, but apparently not. Oh, risky Hecate. Risky Hecate. Let's put... we should put the defensive mode just in case of like smart bombs on the gate. We have more EHP. That would be good. See, there's a rally point right here. This is a good site to do if you have a bit more of an expensive ship. You can do the 6 out of 10s, I think. 6 out of 10s are really good. They give a lot of ISK from the potential drops. You can get Python A-type multi-spectrum shield hardener. Like 700 or 800 million right there, just like that. So it's really a good. Can we move this location? A very good system or type of site to do. Okay, we'll go to one of these gates right here. Some rookie ships on the gates. There's no one in there, it seems. There was that shuttle before. He was probably some kind of scout for someone. I want to find something interesting. Or at least get some good loot. I guess we got some alright loot from this one right here, but I mean, it's only a meta module. This was a lucky drop. I mean, I think this may as well could have dropped from any NPC, to be honest. But that's quite a good thing about looting NPCs, is just that you can sometimes get these meta modules. Like, when I say meta modules, I mean like Tech 1 modules that are worth quite a bit. A lot more than like something like a typical Tech 1 module. Another one is, I think, these grappler. Some of these grapplers can be worth a bit. 5 million for the Tech 2. How much is Tech 1? 1 million. Tech 1 is worth 1 million. These ones are... Okay, they're not that much. I thought they were more. But at least damage control. We've got here. IFAA compact damage control is 2 million. So it is a pretty decent drop to get one of them. And this ballistic control system is also really great right here. Oh, look at that. Looks very yummy with all the refuges. The great luxuries of Highsec Islands. I saw my comments on my previous videos doing stuff in like lowsec and exploration that I went through a system called Abyssal. And apparently that system is like very crowded. I just happened to not go through it. Or like not encounter anyone, so I was very lucky there. But I'm looking at Ezekiel and I find that the... Oh. Why is it so small? I find that the system of, I think, Aunenen, yeah, it's pretty quiet. It's a good system to go through. Might not be after I post this video right here, but it is a pretty chill system to go through. I've never really encountered much there, but the bounty index modifier says otherwise. It's at 200%. And I think that's the max you can get. I mean, I'm not sure. Okay, Garista's hideout. I just keep getting Garista's hideouts. They're not great. I know you can get some good escalations and good loot from those escalations, but I don't like them. I had to move so much, like travel very much to get any decent stuff from the escalation, because it's got a series of escalations that you have to travel very far to go to the next part of the escalation, so it just takes forever to do. I did not like it, but I did get 100 million ISCA drop last time I did it. So if luck is on your side, it can definitely be worth it, but that's really the case with all these good things. It's just a case of choosing what is the easiest site to do to get those lucky drops. I mean, I think I may as well could have, from doing that Gris's hideout escalation, got something really bad, wasted so much time. So I may as well do these, you know, these refuges right here that only take like a minute or so, and you know, maybe potentially get lucky here. We've got Aguila here. Unfortunate for him. Okay, let's see now. Liekui, let's see now. Anything good here? Gris's refuge is here. Icanto. Nothing here. We've got some other competition right here. Might not be the best. We can go on Dotland actually to have a better idea of what's going on here. Like, we're in this Highsec island here. See him. So we can sort of go through it. So maybe we can go to Taka, and then we can just sort of go through here, through all these systems. Yeah, we'll go to Taka, and then we'll go to Otaliato. So then we can go through, like, the whole Highsec Island to try to get through them. It's a bit unfortunate that we see now there's a Gila here, so it obviously means we're not alone. This probably means that he is going to do them. I mean, we are warping faster than Gila. I think we are, at least. Let's see now. 4.5 AU. And then Gila. 4 AU. Okay, very tiny bit faster than Gila. And then also we do stuff quicker in general. I think we'll pretty much everything will go quicker than Aguila, apart from the Gris's dens. We lock up stuff so much quicker. We apply so much quicker. Like, we instantly do damage. It takes him time to do damage with missiles and drones. Even though the drones can sometimes be very quick when they auto-target, like they've got auto-aggression. But still. Okay, Grista's refuge there. We'll do this.
Warp drive active.
Use our modules right here. The sensor booster is very nice. It gives you that good lock time, so you can instantly pop them. And it's also benefited a bit by this sharpshooter mode, because I think we get more sensor strength here. You can see here, I've got this. I don't see... You see the sensor strength is still the same. Oh, maybe it's talking about, like, targeting range, but it says that we should have more, like, sensor strength here. Popped. Like, we're going to do this a lot quicker than the Kilo right here. You can see, yeah, we lock stuff up instantly, and we just pop them pretty much instantly as well. Takes time for that Gila to do anything. That's one of the reasons why I don't like doing... Oh, Dreadgaristas as well. Oh no, he took the Dreadgarista. How did he take the Dreadgarista? Oh, that's a bit unfortunate. Oh, we can't do that. But the thing is, I was just a bit surprised there. But that is one thing that was good about the drones, is that they can have this auto-aggression where they just shoot stuff straight away. But they cannot always be in the right location. So even if they do, like, their auto... How do you say? The auto-aggression is not always so consistent. Sometimes it'll take a bit of time for them to get the auto-aggression to work. And sometimes they won't always be in range. In this case, the drones were in a perfect position to be able to, you know, kill the Dreadgarista. So it was lucky for him. Otherwise, usually we do have a good ability to just lock stuff up very quickly like this. There's still a little bit of time that it takes for us to lock up stuff. It would have been nice to be able to, like, insta-lock stuff, because I feel like we're almost insta-locking, but we're not quite insta-locking. Like, it would be cool to, like, just the moment I click on this NPC, being able to lock stuff up. But I'm quite curious, maybe if I had another sensor booster of some sort, maybe it might be the case where we can get, like, a insta-locking thing, because I think that I heard someone saying a long time ago that insta-locking is something that you get when you get over 1,000 sensor strength, but I don't know if that maybe just happened to be like a recommendation for people who are doing gate camps to have over 1,000 sensor strength. I think maybe insta-locking, the definition of insta-locking is considered to be something else. Let's see now, if we, like, for example, remove this, how much less range do we have? It's not, to be honest, this second targeting computer is not that bad. We can do a sensor booster. Like this. Okay, now we can fit a Tech 2 as well. can put tracking computer. And we can put optimal range here. What is optimal range now? 1727. Oh, it's pretty much the same actually. Hardly any difference. But what if we have scan resolution going on here? 1500. We might try that. See how it works sometime. Is there any nearby? Sometimes they can have markets here. Sensor booster. Ooh, there is one actually. Let's go here and try this out. Let's see now. What is this? Resolution script. It's also in system? Yeah. Let's do that. Okay. But first, I need to check here. So we're in Otalieto. Okay, we can go here down the chain. You see here? Endato, Ivoli, go here. Just through this chain right here. We're going to make our way to Elanoda. I think it'll be enough after we've come to Elanoda. Been going on for quite a while now. But it'll be quite cool to see now. How fast would it be if we go with a double sensor boosters? Because that will be spicy. Like, seeing that lock time. I don't know if maybe it will be the exact same thing, but it might be good. Okay, we'll go get another one of these. Put this in here. And then we'll put a sensor booster. We don't need to buy the tracking computer tech 2 because it seemed like it was exactly the same. Buy this sensor booster right here. It's very nice that they got a market here actually. They're smart, the people who are like setting stuff up here for potentially like explorers and all these kind of people. Can like take this, unequip this, put the sensor booster in here, put everything on our cargo. There we go. And we can take the scan resolution as well. There we go. I'm quite curious how this will turn out. It'd be very fun to see if we like insta-lock stuff, so we could even outcompete a Gila, if you even like outcompete his drones maybe. Who knows? I mean, the drone auto-targeting is still very powerful, so I wouldn't be surprised if Aguila is still able to outcompete me even when it does auto-targeting, but it will be... No, don't go to Aunenen. Please don't go to Aunenen. I've got this journey here, just so I wanted to see how far we are from G2, but maybe I should put myself there. We can go to Endato. Yeah, let's go to Endato. But 1,500 sensor strength is pretty... looks pretty decent. I will say that. Pretty decent. I wonder if we could... What's our capacitor at, actually? Because... Oh, that's not nice. Look at that, we're not even cap stable now, so that's quite annoying. I think it's because the Tech 2 sensor booster is not that lenient on the capacitor, but if we turn off the afterburner, we are alright. So that's good. Yeah, we're not cap stable with the defense mode because it increases the repair rate of armor repairs. So that's why you have to take that into consideration when using defense mode. It's something that I'm not used to when using the Confessor, because the Confessor instead changes its signature radius. It like kind of makes itself smaller. It folds in on itself, the Confessor, when it goes into defense mode. Let's see what we got here. But 2 sensor boosters looks quite spicy. Let's see if it actually is worth it. I feel like it might not be. Ooh, look at that. Look how many refuges we've got here. And a cosmic signature too. And we're the only one in system as well. We're the only one in system as well. Create this to be bigger. Alright. 2 sensor boosters. Tech 2. Dual sensor boosters. Probably if we had the sentient ones, they'll use less capacitor or something. Let's see now. We use the sentient ones. Probably use less capacitor, I think. Sentient sensor booster. Yeah, look at that. It's cap stable. Yep, it's cap stable with the sensor. And we get even more as well. Could be worth it, but I mean, it's quite expensive. Let's see now. How does this feel? I don't feel like it was that different, actually. It felt like it was almost the same. I mean, it was fast. I feel like it was faster, but if it actually is worth it, I don't know. I feel like the extra range might be important in certain cases, like when you're in like these refuges. I mean, the hideaways where they're like 30 kilometers away, it might be better actually to go with the tracking computer, because we can actually hit further away. Also, when we're doing the DD 4 out of 10 as well. I mean, it was good. We were locking stuff up fast, but I don't feel like it was worth it. Oh, a desolate site. We can try doing that, actually, because they can be good. But we'll switch back to the other computer, the tracking computer, because I feel like it is better to go with the other one to make us have a bit better range. Let's see, now we can just dock up here. We've got a lot of refuges and dens to do. A lot of refuges and dens to do. You know what? I'm going to dock up, do this desolate site, and we'll continue in the next part because we've been going on for quite a long time now. Let's hope for some good loot from this desolate site, because I have heard that you can get some good rogue drone chips from desolate sites, because the chemical yard is a rogue drone site I've done before, and it has given me this like rogue drone chip that gave me like a lot of ISK. It was worth like 40 million. So I mean, okay, not crazy ISK, but it was relatively speaking a lot of ISK. So I've heard you can get the same thing from these desolate sites right here. So we'll be trying that out. We'll just refit the tracking computer over here. Let's see right here. Tracking computer. I wish the faction tracking computers were a bit more cheaper. Like, otherwise I would have liked to use the Federation Navy tracking computer. They're actually quite good. They give quite a bit better optimal range and fall off. Just they're very expensive. They're very expensive because it's the LP store, I think, and they can also be a faction drop, I believe, as well. They're not that easy to come by. Like, they're pretty much the same price as the faction damage modules. So it's not like it's just like a chill module, like for example a Republic Fleet large cab battery. It's a faction module, but it's not that inexpensive faction module. Like, there's some faction modules that are not that expensive that I don't really consider them to be that like bling if I used them, like intermediate bling, we could say. Like the Republic Fleet large cab battery costs I think 20 million or something like that. I mean, it is like obviously more than the Tech 2, but nothing like too crazy. Alright, here we've got the rogue drones. And this is like a really good type of site for us because, oh, they're too far away right there. We can make our way towards these ones that are further away. Pop, 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 pop. We can go with Javelin. A little bit too far away, these guys. There we go. I mean, it's not that much damage, but it's alright. Oh, wait, the Javelin. No, we need to go with Spike. We may as well go with Caldari Navy now because they are going to be in range. We can put the Afterburner on, to be honest. There we go. And there we go. I don't think rogue drones have... Okay, they do. I was thinking I can't hear any like ambience, because you can usually hear kind of an ambience from the rogue drones, I thought. But I can't really hear anything right now. Okay, so this seems to be a good range for us. We're able to just hit out straight away. This is one of the benefits of the compressor, is that you can instantly switch to an optimal range type. It takes a bit of time to switch ammo types when you are in the like hybrid weapon-based ships like the Hecate. We also do a bit more of the optimal resist type as well. When it comes to the confessor, we have the EM. These guys have low EM, so I think overall a confessor might be a bit better here, but still, we do quite a bit of DPS as well, so it's not too bad. And again, we do have the benefits of the Mare Sagasum. Your communication system start indicating several incoming transmissions and clicks after a while you manage to coerce your instruments into pointing out an approximate spatial origin of the message. Oh, have we got an escalation? We might have an escalation. Yeah, we got an escalation. Ooh. What is this? Mare Sagasum. We can try doing that out next time. That'll be quite fun to see. What is this Mare? Yeah, the benefits of the Hecate is that you get that extra mid slots for sensor boosters, and just overall you get quite a bit of DPS with the hybrid weapons as well. But I mean, the confessor is good too. It's not at all a bad ship. Let's see, have we got anything good from that sentient? There's a sentient over there. Maybe we can get a sentient module. It'd be nice if we could do that. But we can do this escalation. Let's see now. Where is it? Because I think Nonni is... Yeah, it's in Highsec. That'll be interesting to see if we can get something good from that escalation right there. Mare Sagasum. Is an expedition found by completing Desolate Site. Let's see now. Do you get Overseer Cruiser? T2 Salvage. Rogue drone components and olfaction modules. Okay. That looks pretty decent. We can get this commander... Oh yeah, we can get commander frigate. Ah, crap. We only got 1.4 million. But we can do this next time. This would be quite fun. Alright, so some Highsec island exploration in the Hecate went pretty well. I mean, we found some escalations right here. And, I mean, we didn't get any crazy loot or anything. But I feel like we might be onto something here with this expedition right here. And again, it's a very smooth experience. It feels really smooth to use this ship. So I always love to just fly this ship and do some Highsec stuff when you do some chill Highsec PvE. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.